Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, there is a red subscribe button. Click it so you can see every time I have a new video. So welcome back to another Tip Tuesday. Today I'm going to be talking about something that definitely affected me in the beginning with Mia Rose when she was smaller, and that was gas. So I want to talk to you guys about how to relieve gas in babies, because these tips and tricks really were a lifesaver for me and just really helped me out. So if you want to hear about tips and tricks to relieve gas in babies, then keep watching. Okay, so the first one is obviously the obvious one that you would normally do, which is to burp your baby. And sometimes when you're trying to burp them, they refuse to do it. Luckily, Mia Rose quickly would naturally just burp on her own. You would put her upright and she would just burp. But sometimes you have to, pat them, rub their back. If they don't burp right away, you can try again, give them a little bit, give them time, try to burp them again. But that is the number one way to kind of try to relieve that gas, is to try to burp them. And obviously when that doesn't work, there's a few other things you can try. So I found for Mia Rose, things that worked that I could try to move the gas out for her were bicycle legs. So you just kind of move their legs in that bicycle motion, and that kind of helps them to relieve and to push out the gas. Tummy time works. Having them be on their stomach helps to push the gas out as well. And if you rub their tummy, rubbing their tummy kind of helps to stimulate movement there and helps to get gas out. So those were the three things that kind of really helped her, that I could do to help her to get the gas out. Another thing that really worked really well was a warm bath. Warm baths are helpful anyways because they help to soothe baby to sleep and help them to relax and things like that. But the warm water also helps to stimulate things and kind of helps to relieve that gas. So if they enjoy a bath, then try giving them a warm bath and see if that helps. Another thing you can do is to adjust and check your feeding position. So often when you feed baby, you feed them like in your arms or on a breastfeeding pillow in the beginning, and you want to make sure that their head is higher than their stomach. So you want to make sure that it's kind of like the milk is just going down. So if they're too flat when they're eating, that can kind of cause gas. So you want to help the milk to go down smoothly without creating any like air bubbles or pockets or anything like that. So try to have their head a little bit more elevated in terms of where their stomach is. Another thing you can try is to look at what you're eating. If your baby's older, you might take a look at what they're eating that might be causing them gas. But if they're younger and they're breastfed, you can take a look at what kind of foods you are eating that might cause gas. So some people say broccoli causes gas. When they eat broccoli, it gives their baby gas. A lot of people, dairy is something. If you ingest, you eat a lot of dairy, that can cause gas for baby. So just kind of taking a look at your diet to see if there's anything that you're eating and you notice. Like I know also caffeine is one. So kind of look at those things and see if there's any correlation between what you eat and then how much gas baby has, and adjust accordingly. If your baby is formula fed, maybe it's the type of formula that's not agreeing with their stomach. So maybe you could look at some different types of formulas that you could try that maybe will help to relieve that gas. Another thing is if they're bottle fed, or even if they're breastfed and you pump, is the bottle. They have so many bottles now that are like anti-colic or things like that prevent gas. So you can look into that. It could also simply just be the nipple. So maybe you want to switch from a medium flow to a slow flow, and maybe it has to do with how much air they're ingesting when they're sucking on the nipple. So you could try changing out the nipple, changing out the bottle to see if that kind of helps as well. And then I have two things that worked really well for Mia Rose that you can give them. One is cocyntal. I've talked about it so many times, I feel like, on the channel in so many different videos. Cocyntal is a homeopathic medicine that is for colic, but not just if your baby doesn't have colic, they can still use it. It just helps with gas, stomach pains, anything like that. So it helps to really soothe them. And because it's homeopathic, it's just more natural, it's gentle on their system. So I found that really worked for Mia, that when I found she was having more gas or more issues with you know, having bowel movements or becoming a little bit more painful or anything like that, I would give that to her, and that would usually help soothe her stomach. And another thing is to try a probiotic. So the one I used with Mia Rose is called BioGaia, and I will definitely try to link these down below if I can find them. But BioGaia is just a probiotic that helps them to develop in their gut, and to have those probiotics to help everything kind of be smooth with digestion and things like that. So that helps a lot with gas and also with bowel movements, and usually over time their system will kind of work itself out. But these are things that I found really worked for me and for her, to help relieve any gas that she had. So it helped her to sleep more and be happier, and helped me to be more relaxed knowing that she was feeling okay. Anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Let me know down below in the comments what are some things that you did to relieve gas in your babies that you found that works. I'd love to hear what things that people can use, and definitely I want the comment section to be a place where people can share their experiences and their tips and tricks, and we can all be in this together and navigate this journey of motherhood. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.